right. Hello, hello. Well, glad to have you here, Michael. And glad this one actually matches with your schedule. Thanks, Star. Weekend has been good so far. I hope yours too. And I have not forgotten that it is your birthday weekend, so I hope you're having some good time. All right. We are in Highwatch. That was the 200 subscriber special for those of you who haven't seen this before or who are new here. Hello everyone, welcome. I think I mentioned this before. I was so sure that I had recorded or streamed another episode of this, but I cannot find the save file. So maybe I accidentally overwrote it or just didn't save it. Your brother treated you to lunch yesterday, Star? And tomorrow the barbecue and board games? That actually sounds like a great Sunday. All right. "44 years old tomorrow." Yeah, still in the prime of your life, right? Okay, so because it has been quite a while since that actual stream of this one, I have no idea where we left off. Oh, Michael, it was just your birthday. Well, happy belated birthday. Okay, let's do some inventory of this. I do remember, vaguely, we have a prison cell here. And I also do remember we have the sewing station in here. And I don't think this one actually works in here. Let's have a quick look. Who is actually our tailor? Sybil. Sybil is traveling. Oh, I completely forgot. We're actually... Hold on. Loot. Okay, they're still at a loot stash. They're fully loaded. I'm very confused. Alright. Yeah, I think they're fully loaded, so we're gonna ask them to go back and just drop everything off, and then we'll take it from there. Alright, what have I missed? Angela, I'm so excited. You've binge-watched my Going Medieval videos. So glad you caught a life. Well, welcome. Always happy to have people here. Doing well so far. The fun of trying to figure things out where you did leave things off. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is not a bad start, I guess. We get a new settler. So let's see what that person's good at. I love the animal handling of this guy. And apparently a good melee fighter. So, and decent at construction. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Of course, we're gonna say welcome. He is bleeding. So let's have a quick look. We need to make sure that we actually have a bed for this guy. What was all? Oh, everybody had their own house in this game. Wait, not everyone. We're now at 6 people. We have 4 houses. Where are the other beds? I mean, it wouldn't be in the prison cell. Wouldn't be down here. Were we always short on beds? Oh no, you know what? Didn't we have them do the night and day schedule? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so let's copy this guy and paste it to Cedric, our new person, so he can sleep at nighttime, and then he should actually be able to find a bed. We might need to unselect all the beds in here. Alright. What are his perks? Let's have a look. I'm still paused, so I'll let him actually walk. His perks are listless. Tends to mope around. Great. Has a total wet blanket. He does have a green thumb. Oh, that's pretty awesome. But his botany skills weren't that great. Oh, he still likes it though. With 9, it's actually not too bad. And then congenial. Out of sight, out of mind. He doesn't worry about things. Okay, so generally he is... It's kind of weird. He is happier, but at the same time, he is sadder? No, I guess this is just speechcraft, social interaction chance. Okay. You love playing this game and watching others play? Yeah, me too. I've played this for years now. It's such a fun game, to be honest. Found you from recommendations after watching Bears and Beans long plays. Oh, yeah, Star introduced me to Bears and Beans. I didn't know he was doing these videos as well. Before, basically. Alright. Oh yeah, and congrats, Star, for taming your 2 bears and having a cub now. Okay, so where is he actually going? Yeah, please don't eat the raw food. Still not entirely sure why the first idea that they have is to go and eat the raw stuff rather than any kind of cooked meal. Here we go. Consume some stew. You have 20 people right now, decent castle built and trained deer. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if I've ever gotten to 20 people, to be honest. I think I've gotten close once. Actually, give me a second. Seems like my audio is oversteering a little bit. Test. Maybe this is better. I don't know. You guys tell me if this is better or not. Alright. Okay, so we figured out all the beds, and they're not assigned anymore, so that is pretty awesome. Now, we do have some food, probably not a ton. No raw meat left. What about the cooking space? We're actually having a decent amount here. So let's ramp this up with our 6 people around. We definitely need some more. Oh, and we do have an additional bed here. Alright, let's also unassign that bed. Was loud now? A little quiet? Okay, I can change the little quiet, I think. I think it was the wrong microphone before. How's this? Maybe a bit louder. Alright, let's try this. Maybe a bit loud now. Alright, so we fixed food. We do need more material because we also still need to finish building this. I do remember that we bought a book in this one. Because I think this live stream was when they just came out with the books and the special quests. There it is. Ye Old English Herbiarium. Okay. So, and we wanted to put this together to actually put down a smelter, I think, that we haven't unlocked yet. Ah, it's been so long. Alright, this guy though, sleeping now, so that's good. He can recover. Andrew is, I guess... yeah, up here that was our library, and we had put that weird cartography table out there. Food supply overall good. We do want to build more houses, so everybody gets at least their own house. So why don't we actually... Recently, the game keeps jumping for me. It just randomly zooms in really far, and I don't quite know why. Alright, bottom line is, we need a bit more space to put a few more houses down, so let's go and cut down some more trees. Seems bears and beans have battle boars. Oh, that would be awesome. You want to try that? Yeah, me too now. At this point, your melee people are useless though. Have great defense and archers. No one gets close enough. I don't know what boars will do now. Well, I used to, when they, one of the early games, actually, I used to have my dogs fight for me, and they immediately died in every single battle. Because they just randomly seemed to run out and attack the enemy. And that was just a bit annoying. So I'm assuming boars will do the same. But they do actually have a ton more health points. Have you been attacked by any trebuchets or anything like this? Maybe they are useful for that. Alright, I'm not entirely sure what we should build next, to be honest. Maybe if we remove this this bed, we can turn this finally into our... What is this actually? Another hay sleeping spot. Okay, into our great hall. Looks a little bit dark right now, but I guess that is to be expected. We could also build an animal pen. That might also be nice. Armor for battle pets is all they need. That would be fun. Alright, before I keep just talking and talking, let's set up something to be built. Okay, we do have a good amount of sticks, but sticks will actually decompose really quick nowadays. So let's have a look at where we could get some additional limestone. We can get silver. Okay. Hello, everyone. What did you guys bring? A bunch of wolves. Ooh, some... No, not equip. Hall, please. Maybe we'll take the alcohol as well. Alright. Polecat is immediately eating our stuff. Let's see. Cedric, I think you slept long enough. Let's go ahead and haul the food in. Andrew, you're sleeping, not anymore. We also have 4 books with us. Interesting. Alright, anyways. I do want to build now the animal pen, but we need the limestone to actually make it more robust. So we could mine out over here with the rocky soil. And that might even be the kind of closest area. Actually, here. That doesn't look too bad. There's also a little bit of gold. So digging in here might actually be quite nice, because with the one of the recent updates, the gold minter actually can help us to create a bunch of riches for our settlement. Hello, Belka. where did that caravan just came from? So we had 3 people at a loot stash over here, and we do need to send them back to actually grab the rest. I think I ended last stream before we actually had them come back, so that's where they grabbed everything. And now I just need to find where they spawned back into the map. Right, that is not gonna get me anywhere. So let's have a look at items. No, must be under resources then, books. All right, we do have 1 set of books over here, perfect. What is everyone doing? Caldwell is sleeping, I don't think so. Sybil, you're also not sleeping anymore. Jonathan, you can grab the cabbage. And then Cedric, you can grab this, and then Arlo, you can grab the books. And then I think we have everything that they brought back. You also have some nice iron deposits here. Yeah. Overall the map is actually kind of nice. Also at some point we probably want to dig up some of the coal over here. Although I've never gone into the micromanaging of what to have people use for, well, burning stuff. All right. So, who is actually our miner? Do we even have one? Joned will be prioritizing the mining. And I think we're kind of at the moment paused underground. There's still a ton of stuff that they need to build. We had put in this door, I think, as a defense against the rats. Don't quite know if we need to add one more here, like a wall, so we don't get attacked by them. But this area at least should be overall pretty fine. So big amount of dirt down here. All right. Okay, who is actually our current animal husbandry person? 13, because wasn't Caldwell... No, it wasn't Caldwell, Cedric. 17. He is better at it, but he doesn't like it as much. So I think I'll leave the animal husbandry with Andrew. Alright, he is harvesting now. No, I don't think so. If you're not animal husbandrying or cooking, why don't you help out with the mining? 16 for cooking. This is always the downside of getting back into a game. It's really hard to figure out where it all left off and who was assigned to what. I mentioned a while back something about a Discord. Yeah, so technically it exists. I haven't fully figured it out yet. You have Andrew on a 1 for research. Oh yes. I mean, you like cooking, but you're technically the better cook. Do you like anything that we need right now? Smithing? Oh wow, you're actually a really good smith. And other than that, you're helping with growing and harvesting. Right, I think Cedric will become our main planting expert. I'm gonna remove the level 2 on the level 1 on cutting. You can focus on growing and harvesting, and then we can remove the priority. Actually, let's leave that. Let's remove the priority from cooking here. No. Are you the best we can do in terms of research? Wow, we don't have a smart crew. Sybil is probably our best researcher. do ones for all first 4, 2s on urgent haul. Yeah, you know what? This is a weird game. I've never seen a game like this before. It reminds me, it's kind of, I think, like a mix of kind of like Minecraft and what's the game? Banished. I think that kind of touches on it. All right, so let's reset our priorities properly. I'm gonna follow the suggestion. We're gonna set everyone on 1 for the first 4. Because all of those actually seem quite important. All right, urgent hauling on 2. I will leave Arlo on 5. Okay, and then I'm quickly gonna pause and all of this. Does this actually make sense to have them do that, even if we have a dedicated person for it? Yeah, I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and set everything to 5 for now, and then we're gonna go through and assign everyone something that makes sense to them. And I just realized I shouldn't have done that for all of them. All right, oh, one more. All right, copy, paste. So, urgent hauling back to 5 for you. Okay. So Andrew loves animal husbandry, so he gets to do that. Let's put that on level 3. He also likes cooking. Don't know if we're gonna do that. Arlo is really good at constructing. What does he actually like though? Crafting things. But your carpentry is not that good. Huh. Alright. Gonna put you on construction. Recruit prisoners if they have any speechcraft. Oh, that reminds me. Arlo is actually, I think, our Gauler, right? Prison warden. Yeah. So galling for you will be actually on level 3. And once you're done with that, you can move into construction. All right, Caldwell. Caldwell is good across the board, but obviously we want him to do smithing whenever he can. He is currently our cook, so we probably wanna keep setting him to do the cooking for us. All right, Cedric. What are you gonna be doing for us? Yeah, I think growing and harvesting. No, Sybil is much better at this. Alright. So her top priorities are growing and harvesting. Your top priority can be, for example, just cutting down plants. Alright, then we have the next person, mining. Mining is your top priority. And we've already set Sybil. Alright, why don't we start with that? Thoughts, everyone? Alright, I missed a bunch of chats. I've got 4 farmers at the moment, 2 on day 2. 2 on day, 2 on night. And I've got them set in an interesting way. 2 of them are set on growth for 1, harvest 2, and 2 of them on growth for 2 and harvest for 1. Kind of makes sense. I mean, we do have 2 of them. I guess technically we haven't given him, Cedric, a priority. But why don't we actually try this? So if you harvest on a higher priority, and if you grow on a higher priority. And the nice thing with this setup is if we ever need anyone to do anything in particular, we can just increase their priority. Right. They'll help recruit if they're doing nothing else, if set a 4 or 5. I guess that's true. Like for the Gauler stuff. Which probably tells me I should likely put a bunch of them like deactivated, but I think that's okay for now. Right, how much is the game? I think 20 to 25, something like that. I don't think it was ever more expensive. Oh yeah, so 20 to 25. I played the game for early access and had a blast with it, and even now I'm still having fun with it. Same. If they do their main task that is set at 1, then they will move on to the next one, which is set to 2, and so on. Right. I guess I should have explained what the priorities and so on mean. Yeah. With the ones, I guess it's mostly firefighting, being a patient, tending, and convalescing. So that's not too bad a thing. So if we need anyone to do anything in particular, we can actually put them on priority 2, because hopefully we don't have a lot of urgent hauling going on. Yeah, I think we'll try that. $14.99? Oh, nice. So maybe there is a sale going on right now. And they're still developing parts of it. There are regular updates. I'm still on the development build because they keep pushing the new updates here a little bit earlier. But yeah, I don't think there have been any like big new features recently. All right. So with the priority sorted out, we could consider finally putting down an animal pen and then freeing up that space down here and turning this into a proper great hall. So a lot of these buildings, Bilka, these rooms, they get special bonuses. Like apparently that's a chamber of someone. Or your settlers get bonuses if they do certain things in certain rooms. So for example, if we have a library, which is you get like this research table and 2 of the bookshelves, then they actually research faster and so on and so on. So I think actually just trying to figure out now what we're gonna place where might make the most sense. Could also have a quick look in here, because we can actually unlock the bookshelves. So why don't we actually do that? Michael, you're playing on the development build as well? Yeah. It's been, again, also a few years since I switched into that and never changed from that. They gain more skills like smithing or construction. If they have nothing else to do, they'll go learn new skills. I guess they do if you have a task for them to do at that particular moment. All right, gonna do what I always do, just put a couple of bookshelves behind the basic research table. Actually, I just remembered. With the new update recently, we need a Scholar's Lectern to actually turn something into a library, don't we? Where's the library? Here it is. 1 research table, we got that. Bookshelves, yeah, and the Scholar's Lectern. All right. Okay. We also now have an extortionist coming our way. Great. I also just realized we still need to get our hidden stash, like the rest of it. When does it expire? 7 days. Okay, plenty of time. Alright, who is our master speechcraft person? Yeah, must be Arlo. Let's go and see what Sweatyin has to say. We might try to fight them. Oh my god, those are the ones that keep attacking me. Annoying little buggers, aren't they? So, the Band of the She-Wolves. We also have... Nope, that's not it. I always keep forgetting where it is. Historical records, here we go. Band of the She-Wolves. They are neutral. We do not have any friends currently. Bummer. The She-Bandits. Yeah, no friends, unfortunately. Alright, let's see how much they would want. 109. We could afford it. Alright, what do you guys think? Buy our freedom or go ahead and fight them? I just realized I should just make that a poll. Here we go. Even though you guys probably all just, yeah, you just all put it in the chat. Kind of figured there's gonna be based on the response on the chat, there's gonna be a very specific outcome. All right, 4 votes. I think we don't need to wait much longer. So, okay. Wait, Alor, don't sleep in front of them. Why are you just collapsing? Oh, the reassignment of the beds has happened again. Alright. Which also tells me we really need to give everyone their own house. Yep, looks like a fight. Do we have a tower? No. We do not have a tower. But we have this little thing here. However, these are regular doors. So the enemy will absolutely just walk through this. Okay. In the meantime, let's see what our situation is. We have 2 people with gambesons, or... Sybil, why did you put on this armor? Where is Sybil right now? Gardening. Have a walk over here, and then please just drop that armor. Alright. Okay, we also have Cedric with some armor. Where are you? You're also over here. Let's do the same for you. Wait, aren't you really good at melee? Yeah, you should not be a ranged fighter. Do we even have enough weapons? We have at least 1 shield. And of course it's nighttime, so it's hard to see anything. Just leave and build a tower up with a kill box. Add them to all clothing. They'll equip everything they need. Yeah, it should be easy to do as long as you assign everyone to building. I guess that is true. Although there's still a bunch of stuff to build down here. I guess I could cancel that out. Let's have a look around. We could actually even utilize this area to build up a little bit more. Also, though, they won't eat raw if you set them to meals instead of all food. Right. Correct. Let's do that. Easy win. And then we'll figure out where we're actually building. You can just forbid... Right. Absolutely correct. Let's go in here and forbid everything to be built down here. Don't need to build that. Don't need to build that top either. Yeah, we're not building this right now. And then, yeah, I think we're building up there. All right. So let's go ahead. If we're putting a ladder up here, and then another ladder right there, we can put some walls in front of this. Just like that. And then we do not have good doors, but that's also okay. Yep. Another jump. Let's put another door. Actually, just one further back. And then a couple more. Yeah. Not right in front of it. Okay, don't need that one. Alright. Do you think you can win against them? I forgot what difficulty we're playing at, and we will need to see how many are actually coming. And I guess I should have looked at it when we were negotiating. But I think it should be doable. I've got a tower inside my walls in Blueprint, but I have it forbidden to let the resource stockpile a bit. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. Alright, so with this, we're gonna build that even one further. So if we're gonna go ahead and create that like this. If we put another wooden ladder on the inside, it's not the prettiest tower. Put doors right in front of the ladders. It'll take them more time to... Oh. Let's give that a try. No, you can't. It won't let me. Unless you meant right in front, as in a door in front of every single ladder. And that is absolutely what we're gonna do. Okay, one here. I guess actually... So this would be now one door, 2, 3... Do we need a 4th door? We could actually just put a 4th door in. No, one tile out, making a kill box. Yeah, I think this should kind of work, right? I mean, I can also just... No particular reason to... No, I don't actually need that. Where are we gonna put our melee fighters, though? If we're placing them down here, they will take down this wee little door in like seconds. That looks good? Okay. Yeah, still adding one more door here, and then one more ladder up there. And then I think we're good enough as long as everyone builds. I also checked, and this one is a new life beginner's difficulty. Okay, good. Then we should actually be fine. I'm hopeful. It's a weird tower, Bilka. Yeah. But you know, we don't judge on this channel. Actually do need to have someone harvest this. Let's go ahead, cut this. And then we're adding this back in. I hear someone hammering, but I thought we... Oh, you know what they're building? This one. And we might actually need more logs. So let's go ahead and start chopping down some trees. We're also going to remove all of these. And I guess the ones over here. Melee might not have to fight if archers are okay. That is true. But I don't think, and that brings me back to who do we actually deal with. We have a marksman of 4, melee of 2, so not great. Marksman of 5, I guess you are technically an archer. 3 and 0. You do have a spear. Yeah, I don't think we need you with a spear, but Cedric should actually be getting that spear. When I started my current settlement, all I had between me and the enemy was 2 basic doors, and thanks to my archers, they didn't get through the second door. Really? Maybe I'm too used playing on the hardest difficulty. I feel like every time they just breathe against the door, it just collapses in on itself. You can set everyone's schedule to just work, no sleep. True. I mean, we do have 13 more hours while the negotiator is there. And if it's... So it's 13 hours of negotiator, then about 3 hours until they attack. So we have 16 hours or so in total. So they will arrive around here. I'd love for them to sleep a little bit before, just so they are well rested and, you know, don't go crazy on me. Somebody will need to remind me what the settings here actually were. Alright, and also because I actually need to really set everyone to be constructing, that would help. Except for Cedric. He can chop down the trees. 2 archers and 2 melee on beginner difficulty, and thankfully enough my melee fighters didn't have to fight. Work is red, not white. Yeah, white is technically anything. That is true. How about we give them... Yeah, I guess. Why not? Alright. Off they go. That might not be the worst combination of things. Oh, we do have the light crossbow. What's the minimum? It might actually not have a minimum level for archery. Oh, but look at that. 19 and 11. But with 11, I kind of want Jonnet to take on that crossbow. Caldwell, marksman. Wait, does a crossbow... Should have looked at this. 2.1 damage versus... never mind. Sorry, Jonnet. Go and grab the longbow. And then Caldwell, you can take the crossbow. Alright. Caldwell is drunk on the job, but I guess fair enough. Love the crossbows and longbows. Yeah, same. You guys... Should we build higher? What do you guys think? Well, maybe we don't build higher. Maybe we reinforce this. like that. Then we can put another door in front. Does that make sense? If we do this, I think it does. Alright. The heavy crossbows are amazing. Longbows can do fire arrows. That's what all my people have. You get no benefit after level 4. I haven't tried out... Okay. I haven't tried out the fire arrows yet, to be honest. Because I thought they are less effective against people. And thanks, Michael, for the beyond level 4. There's no benefit. So technically, we could build one further up, but I guess don't really have to. All right, weirdest tower ever? Yes, but it should do the trick. Okay, I think everyone is now asleep. That's fine. Negotiator is about to leave. Minus 100 alignment. Well, you're extorting me, so yeah. Oh, and I do want our melee fighters. Who is the 13 for you, 15 for you. So why don't you take the Gambeson maybe? Nah, let's give you the plate armor, and Sybil can take the Gambeson. Coolest tower? Thanks, Star. We'll make something out of this, something proper later on. Alright. Does seem like the mining has actually worked, so let me just add a few more rows in here, just around the iron for now. That looks good on ground level. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you like it? Okay, good. 6 enemies. This might also potentially be the shortest live stream ever. Alright, let's see who we have here. 2 archers and 4 melee fighters. And Andrew has nothing to fight with. Do we even have anything else for him? I don't think we have anything. Oh, we do have another Gambeson. Who still needs one? No one. Yeah, I guess no other weapons. Alright. Andrew, you are not really good at anything anyway, so I guess that's fine. Let's draft everyone. You made a comment you didn't post? Happens. Alright, everyone is drafted. Let's also resume this now and then take our melee fighters, 2 of them at least, and stash them in here, if that worked. There we go. Alright, they are coming. Or not? Okay, they are coming. Let's see what they're trying to attack. So once we select them, if I find our settlement again. Oh, there it is. Alright. But now it had unselected it. What are they actually attacking? There should be a red circle somewhere. Alright, Andrew, you can actually go back down. You're just in the way. Our archers are already firing. Need to move everyone over here though, a bit closer. Yep, that didn't work. And then we're going to attack melee. Ooh. Okay, one of them is dead, and I'm very well aware that I think they destroyed that first door already. Oh, no, haven't destroyed it yet. Alright, you make a jail and recruit them. Wait, I missed a ton. Where are you going, Arlo? Alright, how's this looking? 16 hit points. Okay, another archer is dead. I think we now destroyed both of their archers, which is awesome. Cedric isn't really doing anything, I think. Sybil needs to retreat. Actually, I sent both of them back. Need to actually just go down here to that level. Are you guys still shooting? Alright, you know what? Let's fight them up here. Because we should be able to... okay, now they're shooting again. So that's good. I don't see anything anymore. Where are you guys going? Okay, that seems to be working. There we go. We won. A bit chaotic, but it kind of worked out. Alright, we do have a new prisoner. We're absolutely gonna accept Felicia. Good melee fighter, doesn't like mining, but apparently is good at it. Yeah, still gonna accept it. Alright. And now we're undrafting everyone again. And I need to go ahead and remove the construction priority from everyone except our construction person, who I completely forgot who that was. Probably was you. Alright. Nice, good game. Thanks, guys. She really up there? Alright, let's save our prisoner. Arlo, it's up to you. Do this as well. You actually are a prison guard anyways, so let's make sure she doesn't take any weapons with her. And then run away. Okay, that was close. And I feel like way too quick. Alright, let's also take the rest of it out. Like everyone's stuff. I have more here. And then one more down here. Okay, here we go. And then we're allowing everything. Yep, I should also set it to allow. There we go. Alright. Alright, they can grab whatever. Actually, maybe. That is a good time to actually use the urgent haul, so that stuff doesn't decompose. Don't care too much about the enemy's bodies. I don't think we have a cannibal in the current setup. So, should be okay. The wolves are happy, they get to eat. Maybe what we can do though, if we block this off and then have a pathway through here. They will likely come from this side, I think. So if we're doing this, and then going ahead and placing down some stick traps in a check pattern, so our settlers don't get stuck there. Yeah, that I messed up. There we go. And then we set this back here as a dumping stockpile for, didn't actually matter what I set it to, for humans. And then we'll make sure that we have a wicker floor roofing up here. Remember that bones can be used to fuel, so once those enemies turn to bones, you got a nice fuel source. Yeah, that is true. You'll love urgent haul, especially with hauling animals. Yeah, that is... I'm excited to have our animals be trained and stuff. Alright, Arlo is now building... I have no idea what he's building. Okay, he is building the stick traps. You can make bone armor later too. Oh, they have added the bone armor now to the building menu. Because for the longest time you could just grab it from the enemies, but you couldn't actually build it yourself. Oh, I also forgot, now the stick traps actually require the wooden mechanical components. Unless they changed it, you can't make... Yeah, that's what I thought too. Alright, we should actually now go ahead and high prioritize the hauling of the enemies as well. And if everything works out, that should be a good food source for us. Bones don't burn as long as coal. I always click no wood on everything, just coal during coal, dung, brick, sticks and bones. Yeah, but it's still nice that, you know, there are now... they have, or you have the ability to just burn off the bones. Because I used to have like piles and piles of them. And they rot so slowly. Actually, you also should be moving these indoors. I guess we don't have a stockpile for that. How about we add some seeds in there? It wouldn't be under seeds, it would be under food, right? Raw barley. For now, at least. Yeah, that didn't last very long. I heard one of the streamers talk about being excited to later make bone armor, so I'm hoping they... So, I know there is a mod that allows you to make bone armor, which, again, kind of makes sense, because if the enemies can have it, you should have it, I think. Alright, I'll actually set Cedric to be our #1 steward, because somebody needs to reset these traps. And maybe we'll stop this one and build the other two in the back. Okay, maybe that was it. Yeah, maybe. It would still be nice if they would actually add it to the game. I think so. Also, don't think we need this one. All right. Why are you so slow? Huh. Oh. Does remind me, we need another bed in here. And I'm now also moving the sewing station. Words. Outside, and then once they've done that, we should have plenty of space for another bed in here. I can actually place that there. Cedric, go ahead. Should also drop your armor at some point. I don't use mods, so I don't know. I have 2 mods installed. One that allows me to have the camera go like this, which is kind of nice. Well, hold on, let me turn the rooftops back on, because it makes great thumbnails. And the other mod that I have installed that I'm actually working on is this one. Because no better way to experience all of this than actually run around and experience it for yourself. Crouching, jumping, everything. Anyways, still work in progress. Do you have self-tent on where you set like meals, clothing? Oh, good question. Manage. Nope, that was not on. Let's put it on. I love it. Makes it better to see. So beautiful. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's nice to see it from up here, but you get a very different feel for everything once you're actually on eye level. Maybe just double up the beds in the houses. Oh, that's actually, yeah. Will take us a while to actually get the everyone their own home. So good idea. Let's double up the beds. Your first person has no weapons. You can't actually interact. That would be nice. You can't interact with the environment, unfortunately. But still, you get the vibe you get from this. It's just so different. Oh, good point about the prison warden. And too late. Andrew, go ahead and take down one of the beds. And then our prison warden is Arlo. He will have his own room. All right, and also one thing that I've forgotten to do is actually set Felicia to be recruited. Can all the others share, or have they now introduced it where there's also like a limit on that? Like other specialty people, that they might also need their own room. I think that was in discussion at some point, but maybe I'm just wrong. All right. Oh, I forgot to actually put some flooring underneath the enemies here. Can we now actually... No, I can't prioritize that. How long until they decompose? 1 day. Actually, no, let's not have Andrew do this. Wait, wasn't our... Okay, yeah. He is still our main prison warden. Alright, let's have Arlo construct stuff. Later they get cranky and want their own rooms, but any with job needs their own rooms. That'll come later. Okay. Alright, 2 more. Settlers are unconscious. Alright, I guess. I'm gonna check in a second. There we go, last flooring. And that should help keep these bodies alive a little bit longer. 3 days. Perfect. Alright, who is unconscious? Why are you unconscious? Indulged in some light banter, okay. Yeah, no idea. Reset the schedules. Good idea. Completely forgot. So days and night shifts. Do I really want to go through this? For now, I'm gonna give everyone the same. Star, you're on it. Okay, Andrew, Arlo, and Cedric sleep from 11 to 5. Perfect. Then 6 and 7 is leisure. 8 to 13 is work. I guess I could just leave it open like this. Then we have 1 to 2 is leisure. Wait, I think I just messed up. Yeah. Okay, 6 to 7 leisure, 8 to 1 is work, 14 is leisure, 15 sleep, 16 is leisure. 14 is leisure, 16 is leisure, 15 is sleep. And then from 5 to 9 they work again, and then at 10 I guess leisure. So that's Andrew, Arlo, and Cedric. Okay, we got those down. And the others are from 6 to 12 sleep. Yeah, I guess from 6 to 12 is sleep. Then 2 hours of leisure, sleep at 10. That's all the sleep. Let's go to leisure. And there should be one here, one there and there, and one there. Does that look about right? Don't forget you schedule. Oh, thanks, Michael. Roll duties. Arlo, here. Get 2 hours in the morning. In winter, I give them an extra hour of sleep. Oh, that's very nice of you. In the beginning, you gave everyone different schedules, but it's better when they interact. Yeah, I usually don't give my settlers different schedules. It's kind of okay when they all sleep at the same time. Is it the most efficient? I want to say on average it doesn't really matter, unless you have 2 of them kind of share the same workstation, then it starts to really matter, of course. All right, I've also noticed we don't have anyone doing research anymore. So it needs to be Andrew. We can set research to 4. With this schedule, everyone's leisure overlaps, so they get a chance to hang out and chat. I mean, 3 of them at a time. I guess here. You could also give them a 2-hour midday leisure block. All right, Dev said first, second, or third. First, wait, one more time. Dev said first, 2 or 3 hours morning for warden, and the nicer you make their room, they'll recruit faster. All right, so why don't we focus a little bit on that? At the moment, we have this little attachment here, which is kind of weird. But instead of just making their room nicer, why don't we actually move them underground? Because I think that could be ultimately quite good enough, basically. Gonna add the door over here. All of this should actually be a path that they can walk through. Yeah, that would work too. I didn't really think of that. Sorry, I'm losing a little bit track of stuff. Alright, so why don't we dig out here? They can stay down here next to our food storage. We can make that decently large. And just to make sure that it doesn't collapse, I'll go ahead and remove, you know what, let's remove it like that. And then we're adding wooden beams through here. Actually, we need still a wall over here and here and here. So if we do that, it doesn't quite line up. No, it does actually line up. Only if we, you know what. Let's make this one shorter. Here we go. All right. Don't forget about the flooding that takes place in the underground rooms. Yes, absolutely. This room should be... Actually, no, it won't be okay. Okay. Thanks for reminding, because we need to do something about this faster rather than slower. So let's go ahead and actually deconstruct this door. We're also going to prioritize construction of this door now, and then we can go ahead and dig out this area. Who is our miner? Mining. Jonet is sleeping. Alright, because when we dig out this, we can also dig down one further. And then this area will become our overflow space. And I think that should work with the door, that we don't need to worry about it. What did I miss? Like a table to eat and a game to play, a decent bed and warmth. Oh, the prisoners actually also play games? I know the table to eat at, which is kind of cool that they do that. Oh, that actually reminds me, we shouldn't build this over here, because they do need warmth. So we're moving in the opposite direction. All right, double outside wall. And then we just go through here like that. I even get a bigger room. So, you know, cool. Alright, Jonet, I actually would like you to prioritize mining this down, just in case of flooding. And, no, actually not one further down. I've got an idea for a prison that I plan to build once I've got my settler their own room. Star, you know you've been telling me your settlers need their own room for months now. I don't know if they still believe you. Alright, here we go. Now that should give enough space for the excess water to actually just fall down and then be out of our system. Alright, cellar flooded. I don't see water. Maybe I built it just in time? Does anyone see where the flooding is happening? Of course you built it like this. Alright, let's go ahead and make that proper. Put some wicker graded flooring in. And then we're also just digging out these for completeness. All right, 2 more over here, 2 more over there, and more flooring in. All right, you can do a homemade sump pump, a hole in the ground with a graded floor over the hole, so water can drain, French drain. Yeah, that's kind of what these are, what this area is meant to be. And I think at least it should cover this room as well as the prison cell. Whenever they get to it, of course. Should also give our prisoners another chair, since there's 2 of them now. Just over there. Yeah, and then we will move them over. Let's also have a quick look. We're still doing okay in terms of food, which is awesome. Where are we actually storing the animals? Like the wolves that we had. Oh, probably nowhere. Oh, almost forgot. Arlo, you're sleeping. Go ahead and talk to Cyfleet. First of all, any troubles? Bandit camps? I know... Well, there's a low chance that we're actually going to go and raid the bandit camps. But I always want to know how many there are. Alright, look at that. We could actually buy the forge. Let's say we would buy that forge. Not saying we're doing it yet, but we could. What else would we want from them? Kind of like nothing. Wooden mechanical components. I don't think we need that. I mean, we could get the research table too. But we still need to unlock level 2 in order to get to that lectern. Alright, let's see if we can afford this. We do have a good amount of rough wine. But kind of not enough, I would say. I kind of don't want to sell the leather. I think we'll still need it. Oh, and I do need to set up the tainted clothing to be dismantled. Now that I see that in here, it's kind of important. Alright, why don't we... Do I want to sell the research to get the blacksmith? I mean, for one, campfire. We can definitely sell that. Don't we have like a ton of hay beds? Huh. Alright, what if... So if we're giving them all of our coins... Do we want to sell most of our research? Alright. The prison I plan to build will have a main area with a table, chairs, prisoner food stash, and prison marker. Then there will be rooms for each prisoner. Rooms without doors, I'm assuming. They won't be actual rooms since they won't have... yeah, they won't have doors. That actually sounds pretty good, Star. You know what? Let's sell our research off. Right? Use the mechanical components? I guess so. It'll be a while before we need the mechanical components. Alright. That's not too bad, I guess. Okay, let's do that. Because one thing with the smithy is you actually need limestone bricks. And that will be a while for us to get it. And I know not everyone has watched the first stream that we did on this, but the smithy, this building here was exactly why we built it. So we can actually put a smithy underneath. All right. On the bright side, once this is in, we can actually start mining out some of our gold and then finally make some, hopefully make some money out of it. We actually do have already a good amount of silver available. I hope they eventually make it a bit easier to get neighbors to friendly status. Absolutely agree. I mean, it would be really nice, for example, if they attack you and you can actually give them their prisoner back, your prisoner back, right? For a certain amount of, I don't know, money or something, and then they are not quite as negative towards you anymore. All right, and like I said, we're not taking them on. Look at this: 9 to 14 archers, and 8 to 15 melee fighters. So yeah, I don't think so. All right, things down here are coming along. Enemy corpse has finally rotten. Oh, I completely forgot about this stock. Oh, look at that though. And actually, now that we can use bones, I'm gonna remove the bones from here and we're gonna store them behind someone's house. I think that sounds reasonable, right? Oh, I forgot that we started to build stick traps over here too. And for those of you wondering, this is the arrow that's pointing north. I've been really enjoying like having this. You guys should really log this to the inside and maybe get rid of all the dung. Alright, I actually watched a vid the other day where someone took a bunch of settlers with crossbows and fought a neighbor, and they took it out without any casualties. Without casualties? Really? I kind of want to try that too. I mean, one of the... what is it? It's not Raven Hollow. It's Bannerfall. There we're trying to actually do that, right? And I completely forgot that we can't do anything because we need a smelter. We don't need a smithy. Alright, let me actually move you a bit further to the side. And then we can put a smelter here whenever we unlock it. Why are you cold, mate? It's because you're just wearing a bandana. Okay. Also, Sybil, why are you sleeping here? You could be sleeping here. Yep, the settler's range skill was very high. Yeah. Oh, and while you're here, Cedric, before I forget again, drop your armor. I forgot who... Sybil is actually the other person with armor. So let's drop you that for you as well. And I think you also need some clothing. Which tells me I really need to set up our station over here. Alright, so dismantle. First we're gonna clear all. And then we're gonna select the tainted clothing. I always want them to be dismantled because that's good training material. And that will happen until, well, basically for forever. Alright, then I want to make sure that we have at least 3 winter clothes just laying around. Now, I usually like to constrain this to linen and wool. Let's see if we have enough linen to do this. It is autumn, so winter clothing makes a ton of sense. Then we're going to do the same for the summer clothing. Nope. Linen and wool until we have free access. And for now, let's let that be it. All right. Other than that, they're happily digging down here. Cool. We should also then set up the walls to be built. Your settlers actually wear nothing but winter clothing year round. For most maps, I think it's okay. I forgot, Star. What map are you playing on? Because I think only for the... What's it called? Not the highlands, the valleys. I think only then it matters. Also just remembered, have we set this up down here? Of course we haven't. Alright, clear it all, food. And then we're gonna copy the setting. I'm gonna try that like this. You know what, good enough. Now we're gonna paste the setting in here. In this corner, we can store just some medicine. And in this corner, we're just gonna store, or corners, we're gonna store some seeds. All right, now everything should be kind of set up. Let's actually give them a few more seed areas. There we go. Now, if that is the case, I can turn the food off here, and that can be transported into our root cellar, and I think that'll be good. You're playing on hillside. Once you figure out Discord, I've got some pictures of my map to share. I'm very excited about that. I really need to find some time to sit down and set it up properly. But work has been stressful. Okay. All right. What else do we need to do? Look at how many polecats there are and wolves. Maybe we should go hunting. Does actually remind me, what is our food situation looking like? 11. Who's our cook? It is your highest, and you are preparing food. Good. I'm not gonna complain, but I should probably set this up higher. We have 6 settlers and 2 prisoners, so that's 8. So let's set this to 24, just to be on the safer side. Now, who was, again, the good marksman? Probably Jonnet, right? 11? Yeah. Alright, you are mining, digging. Let's go out and just manually hunt a little bit. Okay. That didn't work. Okay, 1 is down, so that's good. There's another one down here. That wasn't us though, which I guess is fine. Okay, another one down. Awesome. Let's go and hunt a wolf. There we go. Wolf is down. You don't have... I don't have to deal with the stress of work, thankfully. The only stress I have to deal with is the stress my idiot roomie causes. Yeah, aren't roommates fun? I'm glad I don't have a roommate anymore. Yeah, I do want to ask follow-up questions, but, you know, don't need to. Don't need to. All right, here we go. We're getting there. Let's go after this wolf. Come on. Run away. Ah! I am very proud of the settlers that they can actually run away from wolves. That is pretty impressive. Alright, you know what? That's enough for now. Let's make sure we're picking up all the animals we just took down. Oh, there's another wolf. High priority, please. Alright. The question, how can one be so stupid, so naive, comes to mind every time he talks. Ooh, there's no love lost between you guys, huh? Between my VA disabilities and SSD, I was able to quit work about 5 years ago. Oh, nice. I mean, hope everything's good, right? Work is still, it can be fun, but it doesn't, yeah, quite often it's just not. Okay, how is Yuki actually coming along? 42% trained, so not so great. Alright, another merchant has arrived. Let's have a look. He is bringing a chicken, a male chicken. So I don't think we're gonna do anything with that. Because I don't think we have, yeah, we have no chicken. I could actually set up finally all the other animals to be trained as well. And you know what, why not? Actually, maybe you're just new. The only work I do is delivering newspaper once a week. Hey, that can be stressful too. All right, let's have a look down here. So 3 of them now mining. And we're out of wood. So let's go ahead and start our typical forest rejuvenation project. Meaning we're cutting down all the dead trees. You guys aren't dead? You aren't dead. Okay. Alright. Doesn't look like there's gonna be a ton of them. Which makes me also think we should probably put a little forest somewhere. You were manual labor since you got out of the military? Manual labor can be rough. Wow. Yeah, and thank you for your service. All right. You actually have now a good amount of limestone available. So probably want to do something with that. Could have actually built all of this with limestone instead of wood. Don't quite think we need to overcomplicate this though. Alright, put in the walls and then put in the wooden beams. Here we go. Once they're done building that, we can mine out the middle parts. And then we're good to move our prisoners down there. You had fun those 5 years? I mean, say what you want about the military, but I think the friendships and connections you build there, they just last quite often and are just so incredibly valuable. All right. Outer walls are done. They've also almost finished this. Let's make sure we put the wicker floor on top. The only problem my settlement has is with the way I play. I've got too much clay and wood. That can be a typical problem. What did I press? Camera target is now locked to layer 6. Okay. Yeah, in past settlements I had like further out, just like a dumping ground for any excess material. Yes, and the travel is awesome. That, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the more you build, the more storage you need in this game. I wish there was a better way of doing this. Maybe instead of having just your regular stockpiles, just create a dumping pile where the squares are a little bit bigger, but you can pile it higher and get more stuff on there in one go. Because when you look at the piles, wait, where do we have? Here. There's not a ton of material, right? Put like a couple more around and then fill this up properly. Right, with only 2 furnaces, I can make clay brick. You can't make clay bricks fast enough. Yeah. And you need all the people to actually work them constantly. I almost forgot about the merchant, so let's go and talk. Any trouble? Yeah, we're still not gonna go after the bandits. I don't think so, at least. Alright, let me see what you've got. Probably nothing of interest. Got a ton of barley. Don't need herbs. Don't need that. Ooh, apple. And you know what? I know there are some of the trees around here, but let's just grab all of them. And apparently we're out of seeds for everything. So let's buy all of that as well. And then what could we give you for all of that? Rough wine. Yeah, take a few barrels. Alright, here we go. Accept. Alright. So we do have cabbage. I thought it said we didn't have any cabbage seeds. Oh well. Let me also just go ahead and tell them to clean this up. Right, so we have cabbage, we have barley, we have flax, technically. So now we can also plant some carrots and some beets. And one thing that I apparently haven't built yet is the seeding grounds for these. So for now though, make sure there is more fire around so the animals don't eat them. What are your crop plots set to? Oh, you mean for these? Ripe? Yeah, they're currently... If it's not on a stockpile or shelf, it won't register that you have it. I swear it used to be different, but maybe it's just in my head. Alright, so let's add a couple of seeding areas. So 3 of those, 3 of those, and then 3 of the cabbages. Going to seed, highest priority, please. Highest priority, and going to seed, and then the same here. Alright, who is actually in charge of planting stuff? Sybil, you are training an animal. Why are you training an animal? Wait, why aren't you growing anything? Sowing period? Oh, what? It's winter. That explains it. I do flowering, more seeds. Oh, you mean out of these? Yeah, you do get less food, but more seeds. What I like to do is here to have like these tiny plots that all go to seeds, because it's for cabbage. You have 3 plots and you get 30 seeds out of it, right? Similar, I think, for carrots and beets. And these are usually enough to keep a constant seed stockpile for the rest. You should set your crops to flowering or to seed to harvest to gain more seeds. Yeah, I think with that should be kind of do the trick. It does make me wonder though, since winter is here now. Hold on, actually. I need to go ahead and turn off animal husbandry for everyone except for Andrew. He's the only one who's supposed to train. I do the tiny go to seed also, but flowering for all other crops. But you lose so much food, no? I mean, I always have so much food in my stockpile, but it cuts your stuff in half. And I think that's true for, it's a third for carrots. And a third for beets. It's only half? Yeah, I guess only half. All right. Oh, they should be done down here now. Yep, awesome. So, 2 things. First, with all the wooden beams in there, we can mine the rest out. And then we want to put a door in there. And yeah, I know it's not like technically super stable, but I think a wicker door is fine. I think we can see through this. Looks like. And until we have graded doors, that's kind of the way we should probably go. Food and food storage gets so overwhelming later in play. You get way too much. Well, I do. I always get way too much food. What I think I need to be doing, and I never do, is actually just reduce the amount of stuff I'm planting, right? And kind of try to balance it out that way. I get pinged on a semi-regular basis for something going to rot. Yeah, same. Any door will do? Yeah. I do like the idea that it's somewhat, I guess not realistic, but you know, you kind of want to see your prisoners and not just have them do whatever they want to do. All right. It is a prison cell. We don't want them... I was just going to say we don't want them too comfy, but maybe we do. Thermal insulation is a little bit better with wood. Okay, they get a wooden floor. Nah, we have way too much. Way more limestone. All right. Limestone floor put down. Then we are going to add... Let's do 2 fireplaces, 1 in each corner. And then they technically have a table. I'm wondering if we should give them a bigger one. Especially now that we unlocked the nicer tables. So you know what? They get a table. A bigger one. Here we go. And then they also get some nice wooden chairs. And then while we're at it, let's give them some nicer beds. What did I miss? It's ridiculous how much I need. I need to make more. I love the ice makers. They help a lot with less rot. It is true. But again, technically... Oh, shoot. I forgot to grab the rest of the stash. Oh well. Let's also have a look at this new bandit camp. Yeah, we're also not gonna go after them. Okay. You guys can please go ahead and remove those last two. Here we go. Mine this and you mine this one. Because then we can finish up the flooring. Synchronized mining, I like it. Alright, and I do want to already put one more bed in here, because I think that'll be worth it. Oh, and you did say they actually play games. So let's put a game in here. And let's make sure it annoys everyone. So we're placing it right there. So no matter if you sleep or eat, somebody will be playing that game. Alright, hostile animals. Foxes. Let's see what they attack. I don't think they attack anything that we really want. Then again, we could... Are you guys stuck? No, you're not stuck. Maybe we go after them after all. Need to make sure we're not getting too close though. I don't want them to all attack us. You're lucky, I have little clay, mostly iron, silver, gold and limestone. No, you're not hostile. Okay, first one is down. Now the baby fox is next. Here we go, baby fox is down. Let's make sure people are gonna come and pick it up. I think that means we don't have any space. And that actually reminds me. We're gonna keep stockpiling our animals down here. So let's see, animals, there we go, copy that. All right, and then we're also making sure that this is finally cleared up. Okay, so, Jonah, keep still jumping around. First of all, there's still the stuff on there, the dirt. All right, up here is the next one. Okay, that one's gone. Let's allow that one and that one too. And now all hostile animals are over. Perfect. Let's see if they've moved the soil away. They have. Then we can high prioritize grabbing those. All right. What did I miss? Am I screwball kitty is snapping on my lap? That sounds very relaxing. Clay brick is beautiful in the game, especially sunrise and sunset. I have never built anything with clay bricks, to be honest. I really need to change that. Make storage for just ice down below in aisles of storage. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So let's actually go ahead and shrink the zones. Yeah, need to do this individually, I guess. And then the end pieces can always be for ice. Maybe I'll add some like dugouts closer to the front. So you have a bit more ice down here, but at least it's something. Alright, settlers are suffering from cold. It also reminds me I wanted to check who's... Well, somebody's doing something. Sybil, here we go. Settlers are starving. How did that happen? Alright, who's our cook? Who's slacking off? Caldwell. Yeah, hold on, Cedric. We're working on it. And that tells me it's going to be a rough winter. We're only on day 3. Yeah, it's just not enough meat to cook. Excellent. Alright. Here we... Wait, why is John not cooking? Alright, your cooking is bad. So I'm gonna turn off cooking for those who aren't that good at it. Okay. And Caldwell, you can now cook. Where are you going? Oh, got it. We need a storage area in here. Actually, let's have a look. Because that probably hasn't updated since the update. Yeah, it hasn't. And I want to put a little storage area in here for fire material. There we go. Clear all of this out. Material. Raw material. And then put down some sticks here. Alright. Settlers are still starving. I can actually remove this now. Don't tell me you're eating raw food. Roasted meat. Perfect. Alright, Caldwell is now sleeping. I will actually remove him from the urgent hauling. Not remove, but set his priority lower. I kind of want him to focus on cooking. Even if there's urgent stuff to haul. Sorry, Caldwell, no time to sleep. We need more food. Alright. My main defense and keep in front that has my towers, has training and library to the left. To the right are jails and the infirmary. Behind is your castle and all bedrooms and great hall. That sounds like a nice setup. Okay, it's funny, even though your settlers are wearing winter clothes year-round, I said get the settlers are cold. Not really. I mean, some are always cold, right? I think there's a perk that says they're just always freezing. We're out of animals already? Alright, you know what? I forgot if we go ahead and set you... Let's do that differently. Set you on very high priority. Clear all of this out. Raw barley. And then not use that in production. Then we can allow barley to be used in production again. They don't want to transfer it over. I guess that's okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, we do have a little bit of extra barley left. So let's go in here, edit. And barley was actually allowed for production anyways. Alright, we do have berries out here, so let's go ahead and get those. We have a little bit of barley still scattered around, so let's grab that as well. And then in here, let's do this a bit more thoroughly. So, no meals, actually clear it all. You store red currant, not used in production, clear all. You can store blackberries not used in production. I wish I was able to use, like, assign individual shelves rather than like the entire shelf, you know, like the individual bits. Because do we need, what, 150 barley just sitting around? No, but there's no other way to prevent them from actually just eating it all up. All right, and gooseberries. Here we go. All right. Now, it is winter, so they won't actually plant anything. We do need to figure out the whole tree situation, though. Like the food trees that we have. Okay, but there should be some food being produced now. Caldwell. You know what? It's time for you to cook. They're only gonna eat raw food otherwise. Alright, how's this doing? It's ripening, so it's coming in at least. Alright. With 2 free rooms to turn into something. Behind that I have your workshop building. Also huge, and extra storage. Below I have 3 floors of storage and your kitchen and brewery. Not 213? Good. 2 or 3? I thought so. No worries. 213 rooms would be very impressive. Alright, good. We're doing much better again in terms of food. Now, let's go ahead and high prioritize the hauling for this. What is brambles? Okay, more blackberries, I guess. Let's harvest all of these as well. Don't know what else we could grab right now. I would go more hunting. There's a bit more red currants, more blackberries. Can you be, you can be harvested actually. All right, let's harvest you. Didn't we have one closer by? Maybe that's enough for now. Oop. More red currants. Alright. Now, let's see what animals are still about. So if we look into overview, under wildlife, sort by name, maybe we go hunting after the wolves again. Also just take down the blueberries while we're at it. Jonat, are you harvesting? Yeah, I'd rather you go hunting. Yeah, I have like 5 rooms below for storage, 3 levels down, and still need to make more. It's crazy. So many shelves and ice blocks. Yeah, again, it would be nice if they had different ways of storing things. Good. You got this one. Let's allow that. Why can't I set you on highest priority to be picked up? Ah, because it was paused. Alright, let's also go after the fox. I continuously hunt down the predators. Not that it matters too much on this map, because we don't have smaller animals anymore, I think. But on other maps, especially when there are like rabbits or stuff. Oop, yeah, don't ignite that. Oh, look at that. Hello, wolves. Hello? There we go. All right. Can you get this guy? Yep, you can. Next one. Come on. There we go. This one's also taken out. Alright. Could go hunting the polecats, but they don't really have enough. No, hold on. Eat it first, and then you can still go and haul. Alright. So I think now we should be overall okay in terms of food again. Yep, there we go. Much better. How is this coming along? We're lacking wood. Of course we are. So let's go ahead and cut down some trees. Yeah, not just the dead one. Allow all. Gonna go through and hand select a couple of them so they can sprout more. But yeah, I do think it is now time that we actually create a bit of a forestry area. Alright, north is here, meaning this will be a good area for the sun. So let's just place you there. Oh, hello. Alright, we're not, if we can help it. Another botany skill. Okay, not bad. 2 archers, 5 melee fighters. Oh yeah, we're absolutely gonna welcome Enoda. Okay, which means now we should have enough beds. We have 7 beds, so Enoda should actually be okay. Alright, schedule. Enoda goes on the night shift. Search party arrives in 20 hours. Easy peasy. Alright, back to what I was doing. Birch trees, 10. Field maple, 10. And so on and so on. Okay, apple trees we're also gonna put down. They will give us some food. And the other trees as well. Don't quite know if they will plant them in winter. Probably not. But it'll be good to have. Alright, let's make a bit of space here. Alright, don't forget to set first for... Right. I was like, what are you talking about? But okay, let's copy this for now. Paste it here. Okay. And then we're gonna have a look. What will she actually do? Maybe botany. She likes nothing. I guess, okay. Why don't we actually have a dedicated hauler? And self-tend. So many things to do. I will also, while I'm here, set everything to neutral. I have a decent tower to fight. Thanks, I hope so. Sorry, your phone is stupid typing everything. You don't type? No, I think I got it all sorted out now. All right. We still don't have enough weapons. And we don't have enough research to actually unlock the archeries stuff. Great. Oh, but we got weapons from the last fight. Let's see. We have 1 warbow. And I don't think we have anyone that can actually equip that. We have a marksman 4 and a marksman of 6. Alright, where was the other ranged weapon? A longbow. Excellent. Okay, so I guess you guys just get shields and sticks. Two-handed flails. Yeah, we're not doing anything with that. But we also only have 3 armors that we can actually work with. You type her, it types Jer. That kind of works. I got you, I got you. All steward should be 1 also. That's clothing. That's closing windows. Yeah. Right. I never actually updated anyone with stewardship except for Cedric. It's his primary priority. Well, minus cutting plans. But why not go ahead and actually do that for everyone? Except for now you can stay on level 5, that's fine. Alright. Okay, I think overall we're gonna be in good shape. You can click all weapons on manual ranged and they'll auto-equip. They will, but I feel like, for whatever reason, I really like to manually select who gets what, because then I know who to push out in the front in a fight. But you are absolutely correct. For these two, I don't think they could actually equip anything. Especially not if you're sleeping. Yep, you're just idle. So, one-handed. Does one-handed? Oh no, hold on. One-handed plus shield. Both of you. Alright. And then we'll have our armor kind of split between all of you guys. 40 and 45%. Do we have another shield? Actually, we do have a ton of armor now. So don't need to worry about that anymore. Cool. Alright, I'll wait like another 2 hours, 3 hours. And then have everyone equip stuff. No, actually, people will go to sleep, won't they? Alright, I do think Sybil with her 13. She should be wearing everything. What did she put on? I don't think it's probably flimsy, of course. You get the plate armor, girl. And then Cedric. I actually get the fine gambeson. Alright, and then everyone else can also get everything. I was just gonna say, wasn't there a helmet? Who put on the helmet? Anoda. Really? You just arrived. All apparel and they'll... Yep. I still don't think you should actually be wearing that helmet. Now, that might be mean, but I think Sybil should actually get that helmet. Alright. Cool. We do need to, at some point soon, make more weapons and more armor. And actually, there's another helmet here. Where are you? Cedric, equip that helmet. Where were you actually? Do we have anything here? Nope. Oh, we actually do. They can go and grab the polecat. So let's see. Who are you actually affiliated with? The Ancrene Disciples? Oh, do we want to risk it? Oh, no, I was just going to say you're right next to us, but you're not. Our two closest neighbors are still neutral. You are at 25% for whatever reason. And thank you for, Angela, for this. I completely forgot. Manage. Meal. Alright. So I think we'll just fight them. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Alright. But it does tell me we need more research and we need it fast. Andrew is actually writing. Slowly working his way through. And we'll probably make more weapons as soon as they start attacking. I got this. Thanks. Gooseberries, and now we have a vegetable rod. Awesome. Wait. What? How did we create a shared chamber? Oh, down here. Got it. Okay, this is actually almost done. Let's clean this up a little bit. We do need a little bit more wood. So why don't we chop down this tree? And then do we have another tree down here for some variety? I guess we don't really need variety. Can chop you down. You're not ready yet, but you are. You actually only equip armor, shields, and helmets before combat. When not in combat, they sit inside on a flooring. That way they don't wear out so fast. Yeah, I try to do the same. Sometimes I forget. But yeah, it's a bit annoying when the armor decomposes in the middle of a peaceful season. It just doesn't have to be that way. Oh, look at that. And with that, we can move our prison stash down here. Let's put it right at the entrance so our settlers don't need to walk that far. And the prison cell marker can go... Actually, why not just here? Cool. We just spent a ton of time getting our prisoners a better accommodation. And I think what I'm also gonna do is I'm quickly gonna set 2 people to actually make this. Wait, what are you deconstruct? No, don't deconstruct. Construct, please. They should be okay in here. Prison cell missing. Arlo is cutting now. I don't think so. We have a new prison cell. Escort to the cell. Maybe I'll actually have Caldwell escort the next one. Alright. Wildman Frost. Hello, new sub here. Found you yesterday. Hey, welcome to the tribe. Glad to have you. And perfect timing. We're about to be attacked. But our prisoners live in luxury and still sit on the floor. Alright, stood my ground, that is true. They attack in about 3 hours. Minus 114 alignment. Whew. I really need to unlock the reinforced doors as well. You can win this, academic. Thanks, Star. Much appreciate the word of confidence. Wait till everyone dies and then... Alright, I think we're already sending them over. Okay, everyone in here. Down there, please, not on top of the stairs. Alright, autosaving, I like that. Thank you. If you built the prison in the lowest depths, would that affect their conversion? Not that I know of. So as long as the prison cell itself is nice, they should be okay. Alright, we do have 2 archers and 6 melee fighters. That's also fine. We should be able to do this. And one thing I've noticed... Wait, where did it go? We really need to pick these guys up. Oh, and then we need to extend that space back here. Okay, move you forward, you as well. Sybil. Join your friends down here. Oh, they're already there. Why didn't you guys attack? Okay, first one is down. I like that. Let's have you guys. Okay, shoot this guy down. Perfect. Enemy. Enemy. I guess you are a ranged fighter? Maybe not. You are, though. Okay. More dead. Perfect. Yeah, I think we got this. Here we go. Now that was a lot easier than the previous fight, I would say. If you tell them to hold their ground, they won't go after the enemy before you tell them to. I feel like I've tried this in one of the current playthroughs, and something bugged me about it, where I had to keep selecting it. No, you add a bed, table, brazier, and a game. They'll convert faster below or above. It doesn't matter as long as you're recruiting. Yep, that makes sense. So better conditions improve their conversion. Yes. Great job. Thanks. All right, and we have another prisoner. Perfect. More smithing. Oh, finally someone with some brains. Intellect of 10 and likes to do it. Awesome. Exactly what I was hoping for. So let's go ahead. Arlo, go ahead and remove everything from Claret. Why are you still attacking? Okay. I guess she dropped everything already, so escort her to the cell. Okay, now everyone is released. Let's make sure we're also getting everything off everyone. And once that is done, everyone can go to bed or eat or, you know, do whatever. Sybil, you get this one. I was like, where's Arlo? But he is coming. Oh, we have one more over there. All right. And then high priority, so they can take all of this before it expires. And we're expanding the zone back here. It's fine if they sort of decompose. Not too worried about that. But yeah, awesome. So Sometimes they don't listen, even hold your ground. They'll still sometimes run after them. That's what I thought, right? I've had no problem with my melee characters holding their ground when I've told them to. Huh. I guess it comes and goes. Is this a new game I started watching with the Swamp Game? So this is not a new game. We started this... Right, it was the 200th sub live stream. I think in January this year. And now we're just continuing for this live stream. Who dropped this? All right. Good. Doing all right. Doing all right. Still waiting for the last research to come. And I think we need to make a bit more space here so those trees don't throw shadows on our plants. Okay, you should actually not... Why is there a fox here? I'm very confused. You're good to do... you're going to do a... Good on YouTube. Keep being real and sincere. You break 3,000 soon. Thanks. 3,000? You mean 1,000, I guess? Still waiting for my first 1,000 subs. But we're getting there. Just think, academic, how sweet it will be to have a network of hauling goats. Absolutely. At least hauling anything, any animal. There are not training attempts remaining. Oh, we're actually getting there. Look at that. What about the cattle? Nope. Didn't we have a dog? Oh, right in front of me. Yeah, we're actually getting there. Settlers are exhausted. Fair. We also should actually now replace this table with something our settlers can use properly. Nope, I've been watching YouTube too long. You're going to break 3,000 soon. Thanks, Wade. It has been quite a journey, but I've learned a lot along the way. Still feels sometimes weird to me that we just cracked 600 subscribers. 600 people actually watching and, you know, joining. Alright, I forgot we need to set Claire to be recruited as well. I don't train cattle, everything else I do. I don't want cattle out of the pen. Lol. I felt the same about goats, to be honest. Technically, any animal except for dogs and cats, I always kept in the pen. But it just, yeah. Sometimes it just takes too long to get dogs or, you know, whatever. Hauling donkey, in other words, is an often used phrase. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I completely forgot. I do want to make sure our settlers are dropping their armor. I guess you can also drop the headband. Oh, then I actually need to go in here. Clothing only. Alright, Sybil is here. She is now in the former prison cell. Okay, cool. Let's drop all of this. And Noda. Hold on, let me first check where you are. You're in here. That's fine. You can drop this. You can keep the cap. And then we have Andrew, who have already asked to drop his defensive stuff. Cool. The poo is such a pain. The poo makes fuel. So Yeah, I know you can make these dung bricks. Now, would I want to sleep in a room where that is fueled by dung bricks? I don't think so. You need hay as well to make dung bricks. To be honest, in most games there's like a period of time where I struggle with hay, and then I have way too much. I feel like there's never anything in between. Alright, we're definitely gonna unlock the wooden weaponry, because I would love for some of them to, for some more of them to actually have bows. Maybe even some better quality ones. So let's go in here. Put down a bowyer's table. It does remind me, I haven't checked in a while about the religion of our settlers. Okay, Oak Brethren, Oak Brethren, Oak Brethren, Oak Brethren. Yeah, we do actually have another one. Restitutionist. Oak Brethren and Oak Brethren. Alright, so Enoda is the new person. Let me go ahead. Should we convert everyone to Oak Brethren? Because I think if there is no shrine, they will convert eventually. We will need to deal with the not happiness bonus. But I guess that's fine. I always have too much hay. Yep. Probably makes hay too. Man, I have so much hay. I feel like everyone has too much hay. Right, they don't mind the smell. Long before the invention of deodorant, their noses have lost sensitivity. Yeah, that's a good point, Andy. Go for the elusive religion win. Yeah, I mean, with the new end game goals, could be interesting. All right, what is this? Sturdy winter clothes. Okay, who dropped that? Do you guys actually? You guys don't even have clothing. Cool. So let's go ahead for now, actually, and put a stockpile down here. Well, for clothing. And the non-tainted kind, please. I'm gonna set this to a very high priority, because once they have the clothing, I think overall it's... our settlers can grab it from here as well. So that was a failed recruitment attempt. 0% here, 59% for Felicia. Florence has been here with us the longest, but yeah, not doing so well apparently. I just let people choose for themselves what they want to pray to. I keep everyone at restitutionist, no animal slaughter. Yeah, there are pros and cons for both. But yeah, what I've heard, haven't gotten to the religious win yet, but as soon as you win with one of them, all of your other settlers leave. Like if we're going for the Oak Brethren, all the restitutionist people will leave. Has anyone gotten that far? Can anyone confirm that? Oh, hold on. There's more stuff to pick up here. All right. Why is nobody actually resetting these? Ah, there we go. Wait, did you just reset it and then triggered it yourself? No, I guess it's just a graphical bug. Wait. Ah. I guess we need to make some wooden machinery as well. Alright. I've seen them convert, not leave. Oh, that's a thing. You're wild? We're definitely gonna try to tame you. Female cattle? Absolutely. It's true. How many levels? So it's true that they... So, do they leave or do they convert? Or does it depend on certain triggers? How many levels are there? Both below and above the ground? Just wondering. So above... in total you mean? Or in this settlement, Andy? In this settlement, currently we have a maximum of 2 floors above. And 2 floors underground. So our fermentation station, and then under there, the prison cell and the root cellar. I've not done any endgame stuff yet, but I've got Mercantile Renown maxed out. It sounds like you could try out to see what the endgame is like. I've seen them become too unhappy and leave. I haven't had any do that in my own game, but I've seen it. Okay. I guess it kind of makes sense. So if you, probably if you have enough happiness with them, they'll be okay. But yeah, probably get a massive negative bonus. Shouldn't call it a bonus if it's negative. All right. I do think we need a storage building. Because this is getting ridiculous. We could put it underground. I guess technically this is our storage building. No, but we keep that for the material. Alright. Underground might be the easiest. I think it's 4 levels below for underground till you hit granite. Oh yeah, so you were talking in total. I think it's more. Because we're already 2 underground. This is 3 underground. This would be number 4. Let me just mark it. This would be 4. And this is 5. So it would be 5. Right, at least 80% of my research tree is unresearched because I've just been buying the tables. I know, Star, and I will not take offense on this as an academic, but come on, let them do some research. And actually do something with the research. I think that's the important part. All right, one thing that we actually have unlocked that will free up some space is weapon racks. So let's go ahead, actually put down just quite a few of them. And then, why is this actually still here? Because we have the structures in the other... on this one, no? All right, how about that? And now we're gonna go ahead and set this again to the highest priority so they can free up some space. All right, free said, convert them to Orc Brethren, 60%. All right, so no shrine it is. You plan to research out the yin yang once you've got your library set up? Yeah, makes sense. But wouldn't underground start at water level? Would it start at water level? No. The bedrock is basically that bottom part right here. This level, this area that you see here, that should be technically level 5. Oh, maybe it is no. Yeah. Now I kind of want to try it out. Research also gives you books to sell. You'll need to replace the books to continue advancing through the tech, but useful in a pinch. Yeah, that's kind of what I use my research for. You mean counting downwards? Oh, I see. If this is like 0. No, but if this up here is 0, this would be 1. This would be 2. This one here would be 3, 4. And then we have still 5 below. All right, we do have a merchant now. Let's go ahead and take our speechcraft person. Have a chat. Let's have a quick look at the bandits that we're not doing anything about. I'm just guessing. Oh, don't tempt me. No. Not yet. Not yet. We need better equipment. So in one video where they kept raising and selling pet cats. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Good point, Allman. I don't know if it's built on water level. I will try to check in a second, but let's first have a look at what our people here actually brought. Okay, we do have a book for sewing, but we don't have the library yet. So nothing they can lecture on. Look how expensive the wooden mechanical components are. Crazy. Alright, I don't think we're actually gonna buy anything from them. Let me know in the chat if you guys disagree. Alright, do we even have a water level? I mean, probably not the lake. We have 0 water on this map. Except for this tiny lake. Take all their gold? Yeah, good idea. Hello? Time for you to do something again. The Z levels below ground depend on what the flat height of the map is. If you're above ground is 11, then you have 10 levels below. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. There are 17 levels in total. Yep. Alright, first let me see what they've got. They have 80 gold. What do we actually have to sell? Yeah, wait a second. Which settlement are you guys from? So we could give them their settler back. Because isn't Florence from them? How do I fit? Oh yeah, Circle of Avalon. Has anybody tried that? Like giving places their settler back for free? Oh, good point about the well. And of course I built most of the buildings on top. right, looks like it is in this path right here. Going old school. Yep, that will be perfect. All right, let's also make sure it's pretty enough. Right. And yes, each map has its own water level. I think people are traded. So you cannot trade people with everyone. You need to have the slave trader to trade your slaves out. But if they are from the same faction, you can basically trade it back. And we could ask for the 70 gold or whatever it was. 60 gold, or we just say, here you go, we're good. I should make this another poll. Should we give Florence back for free? I honestly don't know what will happen. I've never considered giving people back for free. Because when you convert them, they do become settlers, and that's obviously kind of nice. All right, 60% saying no. Okay, I'm gonna actually, since we wanna look at should be an interesting poll. I bet it's split. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the day when we have 100 people in chat or something. Gotta have some dreams. And then this would, I think, be a bit more tighter. But yeah. All right. So I think we're not giving her back. Trading using your highest speechcraft will give you favorability with the traded faction. That is true. But for this kind of stuff, I'm especially wondering, because hostile factions, I think they still send traders. What if you give them their people back for free? Honestly, I don't know. All right, anyways, let's focus on what we want to do. So we're taking all their money, and Wildman, you would buy the book. So let's get the book, because why not? And then see what we can actually give them for it. They can have the extra hay sleeping spots. I don't mind that. How do we have 5 cats? All right, 3 of the cats go. Want to keep 1 male and 1 female? You guys can pick which one leaves. Vlad, Baron, Yumi, Silver, or Artemis. In the meantime, let's have a look what else we can actually give them. I could try 1,000 of that. Because I think we're kind of close or halfway through winter. Academic. How do I have 5 cats? It's called breeding. Yeah. So I know where the cats come from, right? I've had that conversation before. But yeah, we don't need 5 cats. Vlad and Artemis, they go we. Alright, why not? Vlad goes, and no, we cannot have Vlad and, oh no, we do have another male cat. Okay. Alright, so now they need 140 more coins. Maybe we do sell leather after all. Why don't we sell 100 of that? And why don't we sell 50 tallow? Can you raise or tame rabbits? Yes, you can. Keep in mind their carry limit. Yeah, so still got 400 kilograms to go. So I think we're fine. I'll actually give them a... Oh, here we go, actually. That's easy choice. And you know what? Get a little bit of food extra on the house. Sell it poo? I cannot. I don't think so. Yeah, I cannot. They do not want that. Boars are very tough to tame. Be a good food source though. Yeah, that is true. All right, I think that's good enough. Let's accept that. Here we go. We've got a second book. Nice. And another bit of coin. Okay, all of our weapons are now on the weapon racks. Still have a ton of this stuff laying around here. What we did unlock though, and I haven't built yet, I think so at least, is the Boyar's table. And maybe we'll actually place that just in this room that used to be the prison cell. You can only trade weapons and armor with neighbors who are friendly 75% towards you, and getting them to 75% is very, very hard. Yeah. All right, let's actually remove all the furniture in here. Minus the fireplace. There we go. And then we can put down a Boyar's table. Will they be able to get there? They will be able to get there. And then we'll also put a woodwork bench right next to it. Makes me kind of think we're moving this over here in this corner. I imagine the best animal handlers going out in full play. That would probably be the smart thing to do, to be honest. Oh look, we got another cat. Now let's wait for the next trader. Take poo out of the main stockpiles and food rot. Put that in dumping. I think we did. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything left. So I think they moved it all. Yep, they moved it all over here. I do like how much detail they went to actually make sure their dung piles are growing the more dung they put on top. What I still don't quite like the idea is that everyone is picking it up with their hands. No judgment. You know, you do you. All right. Do we have not enough resources? We might actually be short on sticks. Or I just never... No, I did set it up. Raw material, sticks. Alright, let's go and chop down some more trees. And like we did before, rejuvenating the forest. It is winter, so a bunch of them probably died. Yeah, good amount of them actually did. Alright, here we go. I actually modded the game so your animals don't poo. That's one way to deal with it. In Return to Moria, the goblin orc areas have dung piles, and it makes a suspicious squishing noise if you walk on it. Gotta love game devs. What you're saying is that the devs should add polypropylene gloves to the tech tree. Yeah, or at least, because, so, hear me out. If you dig in soil, everyone has a shovel. Now, I'm not going to ask where they keep the shovel, because when you zoom in, you don't see anything. So let's not ask too many questions. But they have a shovel. Do I need to say more? Just, just saying. Oh, look at that. They've actually opened this up. Perfect. Which means... Oh, yes! We have a goat hauler. Sorry, got too excited about that. Hello, first hauler. Todd. Where's actually Todd? I kind of want to see Todd. Oh. Sorry. All right, Todd is on the job. Look at him go. Let's follow him. Where are you going? Not very efficient, Todd, but, I appreciate you. Yeah, Todd is the goat. Absolutely. I should be excited. Yes, I very much was. The devs for Windrose made the goats in the foothills with their tongues hanging out, just like the Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator was such a weird game. Alright, back to the actual topic. Let's put down a well. If I only remember where it is. Here. Wooden well. Beautiful. Right in front of the merchant place. Not bad, not bad. Let's expand this a little bit. So 3 on this side, 3 on that side. There we go. Oh, look at that. We also have a domesticated kettle. Oh wait, that's just domesticated, not trained. You coming in or what? Can somebody please rope the kettle? Oh, because I took everyone away from that. Andrew, you can pray later. Rope the kettle. Soon enough, you'll have a whole small army of goats. Yes. Dogs are faster, but goats carry more. That, true. Wait, what happened? Ah. Oh no, it happened again. Oh, there we go. Cancel. Ah. Too late. Alright, let's do this again. Wooden well. Milk cheese? Yeah. We need to set this up. We already are. Forever? Yep. Let's also have another look at our food. We're a bit low. It is day 9 of winter, though. Have our traps actually caught anyone? It doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's go again under overview. Wildlife. Sort by animal. We have 3 wolves. Let's go hunting. Where are you, Jonet? All right. Dogs and goats carry 50, cows carry 130. So I know cows carry that much, and dogs. I don't quite know what... oh, we have a pheasant here. Hello. Food. Okay, this one's done as well. Let's make sure we're going straight after the next one. And they're both actually next to each other. Perfect. Go and hunt. Alright, you know what? Let's have a quick look. Overview, domestic, Todd the goat. Storage amount 50. So I can confirm. I can't see what they say on my laptop. Too small of a print. I wish devs made it easier for accessibility. Oh, you mean how much they carry you can't see on your laptop? Yeah, I haven't played this on my laptop yet. Right, there was one more wolf somewhere. I thought they were close by. All right, overview, wildlife, wolf. Here we go. Jonet, go ahead and take the last one down. Oh, and before I forget, set this on highest priority. All right. What I find funny is that bears only carry 100. You would think that bears would carry just as much as a cow, but they don't. Yeah, most print is too small. Shouldn't be too hard to get the print bigger for this game. I'm saying that. Haven't tried to mod it yet. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of weird that bears don't... I guess when you look at the build of a cow, especially these kind of cows, they're kind of trained to carry stuff. Bears probably have more muscle though. I don't know. Watching others play on my TV is better. Can't see on the laptop. Yeah, I also like to watch people play games on the TV. Bit more immersive. Sometimes, at least. All right. I do actually think I have to wrap up soon. Have to have some cake today. And it's already late. Not for your birthday, Star, but, you know, think of it as me celebrating your birthday. All right. This is a fun game setup, to be honest. And I do think maybe we'll do this a bit more often with a stream. What I don't like is how the research tree looks now. It's small and difficult to tell. I wish they would give us the option. Absolutely agree. That research tree, I mean, I in a sense see the appeal, because it would be nice if people know enough of the game to know what each of these symbols mean. But it's so hard to navigate. And it's gotten much more complicated. So, what is this actually? Oh, it's the icebox. But, you know, just my point. Angela, you're legally blind. Everything is blurry and accessibility is always an issue with a laptop and gaming. On my 75-inch TV, it's easier to see and watch. Playing is difficult. and watch playing is difficult for reading. Yeah, that's, I get it, right? I have friends that struggle as well, and I don't know why there shouldn't be like a zoom button for text. You prefer text over picture? Yeah, or at least make the pictures bigger, right? Again, once you play enough, you kind of see what it is, but on a first time, it's just like, it's rough. It's really rough. I do hope you stream more. I'm so happy I was able to watch one of your live plays. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I hope I'll be doing this more. I for a while I streamed, or tried to stream almost every Thursday. That's not maintainable. So I've realized that. I have been wondering if I should reduce the amount of recorded videos and try to swap one of those days out for a live stream. That would make things easier. But then the question is, which one? Hey, yeah, that's on me. Can I get? I cannot get. Oh, maybe I can. No. Maybe I did. Come on, somebody go here. Not there. Please remove that tile. No? Nope. Right. Most game devs don't think of visual impairments and gamers. Some do. I've seen it in the past, and I always like the idea. There are even game developers that create alternative color maps for specific colorblind people, which I think is awesome. But yeah, again, it should just be such an easy thing to put into the settings. Well, the break, yeah, you can locate it just for a minute. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't destroy it. I you know, it is true. I should have done that to begin with. Hey, why are you bringing water? Did you bring water? Oh no, limestone. Okay, okay. All right, scroll down far enough and you should be able to... Oh, that would have been smart. That would have been... Actually, no. It's still in the way. And the next level underneath is just soil. All right. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna call this a stream. So thanks for celebrating with me having reached 600 subscribers. I'm very grateful for all of you, and glad to have you on this journey with me. Always looking for feedback on my content, so if you want to share, be my guest. If you just want to come and hang out, that is fine, right? No pressure whatsoever. Hope you all have a good weekend. Star, happy early birthday tomorrow. Please enjoy your day. I'm sure it will be fun. Sounds like you have great plans. And everyone, again, thanks for being here. And I hope to see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.